Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
For the first time since missing minicamp, Aaron Rodgers went on the record and explained what happened. He also talked about the Jets and the 2024 season. We'll talk about what Aaron had to say on PMT right now. It's the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started.
Man, our Jets are primed for a historic season. We bleed Jets green each and every day. This is not the same old Jets. We have Aaron freaking Rodgers. We have Garrett Wilson. Let's go. We have Breece Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super Chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinnen Williams. The Jets bandwagon is loaded. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show.
Here we go, Jet fans. Welcome in, everybody. Please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to all the hardcore Asmaniacs, all the hardcore Jet fans who have stuck with us the entire offseason, because tonight is the final live stream of the offseason. Tomorrow, the Jets report to camp, and we're back to football, baby. Practice on Wednesday. I'll be at One Jets Drive on Saturday. Cannot wait to meet so many of you throughout the season, but shout out to everyone who stuck with us throughout the offseason. We finally have made it, and a special thank you to everyone who has supported the show since August of last year. When I left ESPN Houston, I was only doing one show a day due to time constraints. I had 4 hours of radio to get ready for on an ESPN station on the fourth biggest city in the country. When that ended, we went 2 a day on this channel. It was unbelievable to see the support last year. It's allowed me to do this full time and make a great living, have a great life, get a chance to connect with an unbelievable community. So thank you to everyone who has supported us over the last year. Also, tonight at midnight, to celebrate the launch of the merch store, which is live once again at midnight, a limited edition Bobby Midnight t-shirt is available to purchase. Forget Biden, Harris, Trump. How about Bobby Midnight 2024? A portion of all the sales will go to our guy, Bobby Midnight. So, limited edition, only 24 hours. This shirt will be up. It's live right now for Patreon users, so you could buy it. Or you can wait till midnight if you're the general public and you have 24 hours to purchase this shirt. Shout out to Bobby. Shout out to everyone who's already bought merch. Cannot wait for the merch store to officially be live at midnight tonight in honor of Bobby Midnight. All right, before we talk about what Aaron Rodgers said, let's talk about some news that, I got to be honest, I'm usually plugged in on the jersey stuff. I was the one who's been telling you guys for a year that the Jets were making the switch to the legacy jerseys permanently. I did not know they were bringing back these jerseys, too, for a game this year. I'm rocking my Revis Classic jersey. That's what the Jets are now calling this. The Jets will wear throwback uniforms for one game and one game only. It's weird saying that this is a throwback, but now it is. The Jets will rock their throwback, their classic uniforms on Monday Night Football against the Buffalo Bills. It's the only time this season they're going to be rocking that uniform. Here it is on the screen. The Jets posted it earlier. The classic tradition lives on. You see Quincy and Quinnen as the models there on the screen. They're going with the white helmet, white face mask, which is great. It definitely should be white face mask if you're going to try and channel the Namath era Jets. You got the white pants with the green stripe. This is a clean, awesome-looking jersey. It's the one I'm wearing right now. That's the jersey the Jets will rock for one game and one game only on Monday Night Football against the Buffalo Bills. Love it. So Bills versus Jets on October 14th will be the only time you see the Jets rocking this jersey I'm wearing. Now, let's think about this for a second. The Jets arguably had the worst jerseys in the league, and now, can I make a case they have one of the best jersey combinations in football? Here's all the uniforms you'll see from the Jets this year. The legacies are permanent with an all-black added. and the classic dead center that they'll wear against Buffalo. Love it. Absolutely love it. We went from having arguably the worst jerseys in the NFL, looking like an AFL team, to now looking like a bunch of badasses out there on the MetLife field. And if you heard my interview earlier today with Jets radio voice Bob Wischusen, he agreed with the feeling that these new uniforms are bringing. So on a day where the Jets have classic uniforms being announced, let's remember how sweet the new uniforms, which were actually the old uniforms, are going to look this year when you watch the team play. All right, let's get into what Aaron Rodgers had to say. I thought he was awesome in this interview on Part of My Take. Big Cat, Dan Katz, PFT commentator. I thought they did a great job. Rodgers has been on before, so they have a relationship with him. And it's funny because Big Cat's a big Bears fan, so he always loves to take his shots at Rodgers for owning his team. Now, we'll get to the minicamp stuff, right? I thought that was great, and Rodgers basically said exactly what I would expect him to say. But I want to first play the cut of Aaron Rodgers talking about how close he was to actually returning to the field last year for the Jets.
How close were you to playing last year?
Well, if we'd been in the hunt, I was going to try and play.
Yeah. It healed that quick? What'd you do to make it heal that fast?
In 2014, I played in a small circle and I ripped my calf up a couple times, and it would have been like that. It would have been shotgun and pistol, and no like keepers, no hard action stuff. It would have been kind of playing in a small circle.
Yeah.
When you sat down with your doctor, you're like, what kind of news can you give me that I can stay in the headlines for the entire year?
Basically, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
that was mean of me. You're a Jet. I like you.
Good stuff there. But this is what I heard and said on the show last year. You heard the conversation we had with CJ Mosley on this show where he basically said Aaron was carving us up. If we were alive, he was coming back. Joe Tippett had said that on the FaceTime with Neil the first time we spoke. So, I mean, this was happening. Randall Cobb said something similar when he went on the Bussin' with the Boys podcast. I guess we'll never know what that would have looked like. But at this point, it is what it is. We're focused on a fully healthy Aaron Rodgers in 2024. Now let's get to the minicamp portion. Here's Aaron Rodgers' epic response to being asked about missing 2 days of minicamp.
Will a couple of missed practices have any effect on the season?
Yeah, big effect. I'm glad you said practices. Thank you.
Yeah. Good job,
OTA
Bruce.
practices, yeah.
Yeah, but you were there for voluntary. It's fine.
Yeah.
Bunch of haters.
Rodgers in the interview said he went to 10 of the 12 total practices. Here's more from Rodgers expanding when being asked about the 2 days of minicamp that he missed.
I mean, I wouldn't maybe recommend people going there in the summertime. It's like 120 in Aswan, but
They also might have OTAs.
yeah.
But you could
had to miss
get
those.
excused for that.
Yeah,
I don't-
some
could you?
people could, yeah, I'm sure.
Was that a problem? Was that a problem?
With what?
Was it a problem that it was inexcused?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I'll get fined for that. But
Yeah.
the thing that I think people don't understand is that when I was in the NFC North and playing for that team years ago, there used to be a real thing called minicamp where it was you had one of them usually. Sometimes it was right after the draft, but either way, it was 5 practices in 3 days: Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So 2 practices on Friday, 2 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday. Now it's not minicamp. They can arbitrarily put a tag on whatever week of OTAs they want to say this is the mini camp week, which makes it somehow more mandatory than the other weeks. But it was an OTA schedule. That's how it's, how words can be a little deceiving from time to time. You can make a story out of the fact that I missed a mini camp when it was really 2 OTA days.
Right.
Interesting.
That came to the first 10.
So,
Right.
So this is a media thing.
Yeah, it is. It's a media thing. It's horse shit. Say it with me, Jet fans. Horse shit. And that's all I'm going to curse today. I'm so sick of it. If you heard the Joe Tippmann interview the other day, Tippmann said in the interview, we did nothing different during the 2 minicamp days than we did in the OTAs. So Aaron's not just saying that. It's known. There's no difference. And based on the logic of some of these morons in the media, Aaron Rodgers should have skipped the first 10 practices and then only went to the 2 that were required. That's how stupid these people are. Don't fall for the nonsense. It's funny. Aaron Rodgers missed 2 days of minicamp at 40 years old when he's been to everything else for the previous year and a half. Jordan Love is not practicing right now until he gets a new contract. Which one is worse? Which one is worse? That won't get covered, though. Lamar Jackson didn't go to as many practices as Rodgers did. That won't get covered. Joe Burrow didn't. That won't get covered. Who cares? It means nothing. At the end of the day, if the Jets don't win, it will once again have zero to do with those 2 days in June where the pads weren't on and Rodgers missed, according to Rich Samiti, 36 total snaps with the first team. That's it. 36 plays without pads. And Rodgers is right. The whole thing was deceiving because it was covered so poorly by those in the national media and those many in the local media in this town too. Oh, he missed minicamp all week. No, he missed 2 days. Missed 2 practices, but he went to 10 of the 12 total. No one wants to hear the BS. We don't have time for the lies. It's enough. The whole thing was ridiculous. And if you actually think it has any impact on the Jets season, you're as big of a moron or a stooge as those in the national media. Period. The whole thing is completely deceiving. I'm glad he went to 10 of 12 practices. I'd much rather that than him only going to the 2 in June and missing the other 10. I think every Jet fan with a brain would agree. But don't let that get in the way of the media. Ooh, he missed minicamp. Bad guy. Terrible. How could he? He's a cancer. Don't fall for it. Some more from Rodgers here that I found to be interesting. Here's Aaron Rodgers on facing the 49ers on Monday Night Football Week 1.
Do you think the NFL scheduled the 49ers game on Monday Night Football on purpose?
I hope so, because it's on grass.
Yeah.
So,
but
I never say no to grass.
But you,
Careful.
you versus the 49ers.
It's not me versus the Jets versus the 49ers,
But
bro.
you
Come on.
versus the 49ers,
What
you've
is
got
that?
a 49ers problem.
Why?
You know why. You know exactly why.
What do you mean?
They
We beat
they
them
own
last
you.
time we played there.
No, they own you.
Last time we played there, we beat them.
The 49ers own you. That's a fact. It's the 49ers. I've done the meme. It's
What the
me.
fuck team are you on now? You're jumping ship back again.
It's
huh?
me.
You-
It's
you
true.
can't even-
It's
you got
true.
no-
That's
you
true.
got
That's
no
right. I
trash
strike it
talk
from the record.
Chicago.
I strike it from the record. I strike it from the
Please, go
record.
ahead. Another
The
one.
49ers
Yeah.
used to own you. Sorry.
Couple things on this. One, hey, Woody, how about a turf? Or how about grass, I should say, instead of the turf? There's your Hall of Fame quarterback. You handed your franchise over telling you he can't wait to play the Niners Week 1, who might be the best team in the league because he gets to play on grass. How about we get grass before the season starts? You could put it in for soccer. How about you and John Mara get together and get grass? How is it 2 New York franchises worth bazillions can't figure out a way to get grass for an entire season? I don't want to hear about the cost. You're the NFL. I thought that comment there from Aaron was telling. It's grass. I never say no to grass. How about we get some grass? Is it that hard? It shouldn't be, but apparently it is. And as far as the Niners, Aaron Rodgers in his career is 6-3 against San Francisco in the regular season. That's all I care about. We'll worry about meeting the Niners in the Super Bowl if they play. I know he's 0-2 against them in the playoffs, but he wasn't bad in those games. Look at the scores of those games. Kaepernick went off. He was unreal in those games. Goes back to what I've said about the points per game allowed by the Packers defense and Rodgers' playoff losses. It's insane. But I don't care about that because I know the Jet defense is going to be ready to play Week 1. And in Aaron's career in the regular season, he's 6-3. Including the last time he played in San Francisco. It was a Sunday night game late in September. And he led a game-winning drive with under a minute to go and no timeouts to set up a deep Mason Crosby field goal for the win. I was watching that game on a plane coming back from, I think I had a Vegas trip that weekend. I remember watching that game on the plane. I couldn't believe what Rodgers did. It was insane. He's won the last 2 times he's played the Niners in the regular season. He beat him in 21, beat him in 20. He lost them in 19. He beat him in 18. It means nothing. But worth pointing out since we're going to talk a lot more about that game between now and the opener. One more from Rodgers here. This is making some news, but I'm here to tell you why I don't think it's that newsworthy at all. Here's Aaron Rodgers being asked how many more years he wants to play in the NFL.
But speaking of that, how many more years?
I don't know. I'm not sure. This one for sure.
This one for sure.
I wanted to do 2 good ones and to give us a chance to retire a Jet. Win 2 Super Bowls.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And then do the Kyle Orton.
Yeah.
Is that
walk off.
how you
Sure.
retire?
Legend, of course.
Just take a sip of psychedelic tea and just disappear in the locker room.
Oh, I like
just
that.
fade
It was
away.
all an illusion.
Yeah.
Rainbow body.
Yeah. Was Aaron Rodgers ever real?
Yeah. I'll be happy to say no.
This is a simulation. So what is
right,
what is
exactly.
what are we
It is-
talking
no,
about?
you're right. You're right about that. I think it actually is a simulation.
Yeah.
So that got some news. Oh, Aaron Rodgers uncommitted beyond this year. Aaron has said multiple times in other interviews he intends to play beyond just this year. Now, here's how this year could end up being his last year. He suffers another catastrophic injury. No one knows what the future is. Or this season ends up being an unmitigated disaster. The Jets are starting over with a new GM, a new coach, and you're not going to hire a new GM and coach based on what then 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers wants for maybe his last season in the NFL. He would either then retire or then play somewhere else. But you'd be starting over anyway if this team somehow was worse than where they've been the last 2 years without him, and they've been 7-10 the last 2 years. So I don't see that scenario happening either, unless everyone gets hurt. But come on, man. Let's deal in the now. Aaron always looked at it like he was going to play at least 2 years with the Jets, and he has said he doesn't even view last year as a year because he lasted 4 plays. So he's got this year and next year. That's the way his contract is structured. That's the way the Jets have done some of these deals around him. I think everyone understands that. So you'll see probably some headlines. Oh, Rodgers not committed beyond this year, but he has talked about playing already beyond this year. I think you got to hear the full context of how he answered that question. I was just having some fun with those guys. But here's the thing. Who cares about next year? They're trying to win this year. We're all in. This team's good enough to win it all this year. Now they got to do it. But I came away from this interview fired up for tomorrow, fired up for this summer, fired up for week 1 and beyond. Aaron's ready to go. I think that's clear if you listen to the full thing. But the headlines from this will be him talking about the minicamp absence, which was a bunch of horse bleep from the beginning. Don't fall for it. Don't let the Nick Wrights or the Colin Cowherds of the world or the Dan Grazianos of the world try and fool you with their nonsense, because that's all it is. Once again, Aaron doesn't play well on the field. He has every right to be criticized. He will be criticized. But come on, man. He goes to 10 of the 12 practices, misses 2, and everything he's done the last 2 years to show you how all in he is, type of teammate he is, that now goes out the wayside. Please, don't fall for the nonsense. Don't fall for it. As Nick Saban would say, don't drink the rat poison. Speaking of the media, I guess I am in the media. Tomorrow, I'm hosting Morning Drive on ESPN New York, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. When you're driving into work, put on 98.7 or the ESPN New York app. It's me and Dave Rothenberg. I'm filling in for Rick DiPietro tomorrow morning, so I look forward to it. Jet fans, flood the phone lines. Dave's a Giants fan. I can't wait to get into it with him. 800-919-3776. 800-919-ESPN is the number. Let's go. 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Morning Drive. Get ready. It's going to be wild, and we're going to have some fun. I'm also on after the Michael K. Show Friday night from 6:30 until 10 p.m. On Friday. So 6:30 to 10 Friday. All right. Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. Your reaction to the Aaron Rodgers interview on Part of My Take, and the fact, the reason why I'm rocking the old school Darrelle Revis jersey. The Jets are wearing this jersey Monday Night Football against the Buffalo Bills. Only time they will wear their classic uniforms this season. Let's go. One final reminder before we open up the phones. The Jake Asman merch store is live at midnight Eastern tonight for everyone. Get your merch before it sells out. And if you want the limited edition Bobby Midnight for President shirt, you only have 24 hours to purchase it. It goes live at midnight to celebrate the start of the Jake Asman merch store. All right, here we go. Super chats. Always cut the line on this show. Jet It Out says, just another Asmaniac Monday. Our final Monday until football. Because to me, the Jet season starts tomorrow. K&D says, gang. Let's go, K&D. Nate writes in with a super chat. I never say no to grass either, AR. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do I hear sound? Am I hearing that? Javier says, oh, my God, we only have him for 1 year. Bowers was the pick. That's a asinine comment. One so stupid that I'm not even going to address, Javier. I would like to thank you for the $2. All right, but I don't want your blood money when you come up with a comment that dumb. Instead, we're just going to send you to the hole because I don't have time to argue with you.
Now look what you've done. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give him another 24 hours to think about it.
See ya. I mean, how does Olu help the Jets in 2024 was another comment by that ass clown. I mean, really, dude? How? Because when was the last time Tyron Smith played a full year? Oh, 2016 when Ryan Fitzpatrick was the Jet quarterback? When they were still wearing these jerseys? Yeah, that's a long time ago. Morgan Moses, a little bit older. He's durable, but we sure he's making it through 17? We sure? What will help Aaron Rodgers more? What will help Aaron Rodgers more? A durable, proven commodity that could step in and play offensive line if there's catastrophic injuries, or a tight end when you already have two solid tight ends? You tell me. What a bunch of nonsense that is. I don't have time to relitigate the Brock Bowers debate. When Olu Fashanu is this team's left tackle for the next decade after this year, and he's the next to Brickashaw Ferguson for this team, come back to me. And for this year, he's the ultimate insurance policy. I hope he doesn't have to start a game, but he probably is going to have to, and probably going to have to start multiple games. And that might be the difference in whether or not Aaron Rodgers is upright and can make it through a season at age 40. That matters. Dre writes in, punk ass media. Shout out to big fella. Get well soon. Get well, big fella. Amen. Amen. Terrell's a Jet fan. That's dope. I'll be listening tomorrow morning. Let's go, Terrell. 98.7 ESPN New York. Rothenberg and myself. Mike D's nuts. Jets versus Bills. White versus white. How's that going to work? I have a bunch of those jerseys, though. Let's go. The Bills are going to be wearing probably blue or red in that game. That's how that's going to work. The Bills are not going to wear white when the Jets are wearing white. The NFL is not going to allow that. So that's how it's going to work, Mike. All right. Don't you worry. Lane Train's watching the show. Lane, call in. How do you feel about the Jets' new uniforms? Well, which ones? The one I'm wearing now that are now throwbacks? The ones they're wearing this year, which are actually throwbacks, but now they're new? Which uniform are you talking about, Lane? Look at the amount of options the Jets now have on the screen. So many options. Shout out to a member of the 4% female demographic, Sarah, who's watching the show. Spread the word, fellas. We need more females. I want to hit 5% at some point this season. All right, Gusbuster Hotline is open. Ladies and gentlemen, up first is George today. What's up, George?
Hey, what's up, Jake? I tell you what, the media just ticks me off. You know, I looked at the line they had on NFL.com, and it's just like Rodgers deceived. It's like, shut up. You don't give him credit for anything. All you do is just bash him. Like, if Tom Brady did it, no story. They're like, it's Tom Brady, who cares? But because it's Rodgers and he has some conservative values, he's not, have a bunch of liberal values. They hate him. They hate the vaccine stuff. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, go off his play. Like, I was watching recent tape of Rodgers on the Packers. He was freaking incredible. He looks at the line, he diagnoses, bam, touchdowns. Offsides, bam, touchdown. That's what we're going to see this year. I'm so freaking pumped.
Let's go, George. I'm ready, man. You sound ready. I like. Is that Jet Polo with the new logo there? Let's go.
Yeah, man. I got this like 2 months ago. I waited a long time for it though. But yeah, it's freaking awesome.
Well, George, I speak for everyone watching. You look tremendous, my man. Great job.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, George Curtis checking in. Let's see. Jets Johnny writes in. Jets Johnny, your koozies are on the way, my man. I can't wait for you to rock it at the beach. Why white at home when we got the new greens? Well, they're wearing white for just this one game at home in these uniforms. I don't know what they're going to wear, say, week 3 in the home opener against New England. I hope they wear the green and the white pants. Could they do all black for that game? Maybe. I think they're going to save the all black and debut that on Halloween, though. I hope they wear, if I'm going to put it up on the screen, I hope they wear the top right jersey week 3. That's what C.J. Mosley's wearing in the photo on the screen. That's my preference for week 3. I think they're going to go all white week 1 with the legacy. Could I see them going white on green pants like what Garrett's wearing? Maybe. I guess it depends what the Niners rock. I think the Niners will go with their red jerseys. So I think the Jets could either do all white or they're going to do the Garrett white and green pants. More calls right now. Ladies and gentlemen, a guy who will be going to Jets training camp in, what, about 11 days from right now, maybe less. I don't have the math in front of me. Ladies and gentlemen, Purple Belt Mike is up next. Mike, what day are you going to camp? I sent you the tickets.
I am going on Tuesday, a week from tomorrow. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Jake. Oh, my God. Thank you so much, man.
Well, thank you, man.
Wait
Thanks for being a great listener of the show. It's the least I can do.
Are you going to that Monday night game? Because I'm going.
I will not be in San Fran. I'm planning a big watch
Monday,
party.
Not the Bills Monday night game, but the New Jerseys or the
probably
throwback, whatever.
Yep.
All right, cool. Yep. Can't wait for that one. Steel division right there. We will be, was that our 6th game? So 6-0 at that point after that game?
Say it again?
We'll be what? 6-0 after that game? That's the 6th game of the season?
I mean, I've said it. I think they should be 4-1 going into that Monday night game at the bare minimum. And hopefully they're 5-1 at the bare minimum by the time that game ends.
6-0, baby. 6-0.
Manifest it, all right?
6-0. 6-0.
Have you recovered from jumping in your green pool, by the way? Everything okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
All right, no diseases or anything?
Nope. Pool's back.
No superpowers? Go like this. Any spider webs coming out?
No webs.
All right. Keep us posted, Mike. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Purple Belt Mike. He has promised to call in to me and Rothenberg tomorrow because he's a regular on that show anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeking channel members here. We need about 58, I think I wrote before the show, to get our next emoji. So please consider becoming an Asmaniac by hitting the join button, as it goes a long way to support me, this channel, and give you guys more emojis to use, especially the Asmaniac one. Tom A says, we have a complete new wardrobe. That we do. The Asmaniacs have a new wardrobe with the merch store launching, and the Jets have a brand new wardrobe too. James writes in, can't wait for Aaron and the Jets to go 12-5, win the division, go to the Super Bowl, and shut up the unhinged cowherd. This from a Packers fan. I love that. See, here's the thing with Colin Cowherd. When it comes to the Jets, I hate to say it, guys, but he's never wrong.
And Jet fans are clueless. I mean, they're dopes. They don't know anything. This is a really good hire. Gase is a great coach. Okay, Adam Gase is Kyle Shanahan before Kyle Shanahan. Gase is a great coach.
Cowherd not only is great with Jets takes, but he also has a great track record of baseball and just understanding the history of baseball. Like this interview last week with the captain, Derek Jeter.
Paul Skeens, Pittsburgh Pirates, dominant guy, overpowering. You faced, obviously, you were in the Nolan Ryan era. But
no.
What, not even an inning?
Slow down. No, I was way after Nolan.
Okay, way after Nolan.
Okay.
Yeah, Nolan Ryan retired in 1993. Nolan Ryan was on the 69 Mets. Derek Jeter debuted in 95. Ladies and gentlemen, someone that was a big fan of the 69 Mets is on the line right now. He's also a big fan of the 68 Jets. He was at the 1968 AFL Championship game at Shea Stadium against the Raiders. Ladies and gentlemen, Neil in Garden City joins us now. Hello, Neil.
What's up, Jake? How are you?
Neil, are you excited for this jersey to be back? I see you're rocking the old school tank there.
Yeah, I am. In fact, I want to add something to it. I think we should all have, back in the day, Winston Hill used to wear the big black high tops, some of the guys on the O-line. So I want to see the big black high tops on all the linemen. And then I want to see Aaron White shoes, baby, just like Joey White shoes. And there's one other instance where Aaron Rodgers retires this year, and I wouldn't even mind if he does. And that's when we have the perfect season at 20-0.
That's it.
How could you do better than 20-0? You step out. He said it's a simulation, and we leave it there 20-0, and we just pop the champagne from now until the end of time, my friend. 20-0. That's the only other way he retires, and I wouldn't mind it. Anyway, I got to tell you one thing. I'm so tired. I'm embarrassed to live in New York with this media. And, Jake, you aside, you're the only media person that I could really stand. Oh, wait a minute. I have a Mr. Softy sighting coming down my street.
Hold on. We bring on Bobby Midnight. He'll tell you what flavor to get. Bobby, what flavor should Neil get?
Get the twist cone. Get the twist cone.
Oh, they have the best chocolate shakes, Bobby.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The chocolate shakes. Yes.
Do you see him coming up the street?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you gotta track him down.
I hear the music.
We have his phone number, the guy in the truck. Whenever my grandkids are over, everybody's over, we call up. He comes over personally for us and makes ice cream. It's wonderful.
What a nice guy.
Wonderful. Oh, my God.
My guy in Glen Oaks, Gus, was the best.
I love Mr. Softy. There's nothing like it. On a hot day. Today's not the day for it. It's a little overcast. Bobby, how you doing? Listen, look, I agree with you. I don't want you to get political at all. I think you should. I think Jake is really rubbing you in with that shirt and the whole 9 yards.
He's on board with it now, Neil. He's getting a. He's getting a portion of the proceeds.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a capitalist like him.
Okay, well, listen. My father used to say, "Money doesn't talk; it screams." Bobby, so you're okay. That's good. I'm glad that we added a capitalist little twist on there and got you on board. I like to hear that.
And Neil, you got to come visit my show still. I'm waiting.
I know. Hey, listen, Bobby, it's summertime. I'm trying. I am very, very busy.
I know. Rob told me that this morning.
I squeeze in whatever I can here. And now I'm excited for the start of the season. I'm going to try to make that. There's some kind of like camp for season ticket holders, Jake. There's one day at the end of camp or something. I got an email. Is that true or what?
I haven't heard what you're specifically referring to that one.
I don't know. There's some camp. I'm going to make it one day out to camp. I don't know if I could go that day. I got weddings. I got all kinds of crap going on.
What are you doing? What are you doing Saturday, Neil? My dad's coming out to camp with me on Saturday.
Oh, on Saturday? No, I got a wedding Saturday. I got so many stupid things.
He's a busy guy, he has to get dressed up in his suits.
Yeah, the stupid weddings. Everything in the summertime. My nephew's getting married the second, and then I got some other thing going. I got a 45-year high school reunion.
Wow.
I'm going to try to make that in Jersey. That's going to be something. And, there's a lot going on. So I'm trying to do my best.
He's a busy man.
But I will say this. Once the season starts, there's only one thing we're worried about, and that's the Jets. Victory Monday, victory Friday, victory Tuesday, every day, Monday, victory Tuesday. It's going to be a party like we never had in our lives. So we got to get ready because every ounce of energy is going to go into this team and this game. And every week we're going to have super excitement. And it's going to be a wonderful party. And I'm glad, Bobby, you're along for the ride.
Yeah, I'm going to be there.
You're going to be like so excited. You're going to forget about the fact you were ever a Giant fan.
Hey, back it up. Back it up.
That's it. We're going to make you forget that you ever were a Giant fan.
Back it up. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a call by Neil.
I can't believe you cut me off, Jake.
Blast off. Yeah. Does it get any better than that? Neil hyping us up. The ice cream truck on the way. Come on now. I mean, there's not many things I think would be better than that. But I have something that might challenge that. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, it's not often this happens. But on the line right now is a Mount Rushmore caller. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lane Train.
Hi, how are you? Bruce Hall. That's good.
Lane, what's going on?
How are you?
I'm good, Lane. How are you?
Can't wait for the Jets. Can't wait to start this season.
Are you ready for training camp this week?
Yeah, it's on, was it Saturday? I think it starts
It
Saturday.
starts tomorrow, but for the fans, there's a practice for fans Thursday and Saturday this week.
Yeah, I heard that it's going to be on ESPN. People calling it to ESPN.
I haven't heard that, but that's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked when he jumped into the pool, though.
Oh,
the
Neil
guy
you're
who-
talking about.
Yeah, the one with the cigarette. He says, and Bobby Midnight. And, yeah, I know, honestly, I'm happy that they're bringing back the Jets' old uniform that you're wearing. You're actually wearing a Revis jersey. Is that a Revis jersey?
That's right.
Yeah, I like it that they're bringing that back only for Monday night's game.
Just that one game this year. Yep.
Can the Jets go with all black, like black pants?
Yeah, I think they're going to do that for the Halloween game, Lane, against the Texans.
Yeah, I mean, week 1, I don't think the Buffalo Bills could wear white if the Jets are wearing white. It doesn't make sense.
Well, what about the Niners, who they play week 1? Do you think they're going to wear red?
Yeah, red and, red, they have to. They can't play white. And, you start moving the ball around. Garrett Wilson and the Jets have a new coach. His name is going to be, who did they sign?
They have a new receivers coach.
Yeah, they have the new receivers coach.
Yep.
No more Robert Saleh. I don't like him.
He's still the head coach.
Yeah, I know.
Are you seeing the future? Is Saleh not the head coach anymore?
Well, but I mean, I hope. Well, maybe one day, but I think that he'll do better. He also has to keep talking to his players going into the locker room.
What would you say to the Jet players if you were Robert Saleh? Give them some advice.
All right, attention, please. We have to do better going into tonight's game. We have to play better. We got to move the ball around. We have to focus more. And we also have to do a lot of other passing. And, keep playing good. And, yeah.
That fired me up, Lane. I mean, honestly.
Yeah,
you should send that
because
speech to the Jets. They need to hear that before week 1.
yeah, and it's funny how you put me in a suit in the draft, and and the first pick goes to Knoble. Yeah. Wait, you did that, or you took somebody's suit and put it on me?
No, that was you. That was you announcing the pick.
On the 2022 draft pick, the pick goes to Knoble out of college. That's funny. You gotta pick a blue suit for me? What am I, Anchorman?
Handsome there.
What am I, Anchorman? From I looked like from that movie, the Anchorman movie.
Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
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 Well, Lane, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, they have to do better.
The Jets need to do better, and we need more calls from you throughout the season now that the training camp is here.
Yeah, I mean, I think they should be a very good training camp going to Thursday. The Aaron Rodgers interview, I heard, that was something, I gotta tell you. All right, I just don't want to hold you up more, so I'll let you go. Bye.
Lane, thanks for the time.
You too. Hi. Sorry, everybody. See you next call when we talk about sports again.
You can't teach greatness, folks. Gator, I'm going to need that Lane pump-up speech. I'm going to need that edited. Take any football movie. Put Lane's head over the coach in movie. And we got ourselves a speech of all speeches. All right. I'm thinking, give me a little Any Given Sunday, Lane train. Or Remember the Titans. Put Lane over Denzel. That fired me up. Tom A says any given Sunday speech. That works. That was tremendous. I mean, Lane's in midseason form already. Tom Ace is absolutely right. That was great. That was good stuff. Good stuff indeed. You know what also is good stuff? Shameless plug. Merch store, midnight tonight. Limited edition Bobby Midnight shirt is available. JakeAsman.com. JakeAsman.com. If you forget, what's my name.com. JakeAsman.com. That's where you find everything. More calls right now, ladies and gentlemen. The Zach, but it's spelt funny, is up next. Hello, the _CH.
How's it going, Jake? It's the Zatch. It's
Zatch.
a weird play. Yeah. Well, hey,
All right.
Jake, thanks for appreciate all the off-season content, man. I haven't been able to call in about a year since we got Rodgers, so
It's been
great
a
to be
year
back
since you
on the
called
show.
in?
I know. I have to do a lot better at that. But it was great meeting you in Vegas last November and hanging out with all the Jet fans in Vegas. And unfortunately, we all had more touchdowns than the Jets did coming into Vegas. So, yeah, man, it's weird. One quick note on those jerseys: the fact that they're called classics now makes me feel old, and I'm pushing 30 here. But
This
it's
being
funny.
a throwback is wild to me because these are the jerseys of my child. Like my
Mine too.
lifetime
Yeah.
as a Jet fan. It's like when Parcells made the change in '98. These were the jerseys through 28. Like all I know is these jerseys, and now those are throwbacks. It's wild to me.
Yeah, it's crazy. But like you said, we have the best uniform set in the NFL now. We had that 5-year stretch. It was just brutal. Just a quick note about Rodgers. Yeah, nothing's going to change until we win football games with him at quarterback. All the media, they're just going to keep talking crap. You know, it's been well documented the whole offseason how the media has a bias against him and all of that. So until we actually win with Rodgers and he gets us some wins, gets us in the playoffs, nothing's really going to change with it.
They have to win this year, but
to
there's
win.
no reason why they shouldn't with the team they have. They won 7
Exactly.
with no quarterback 2 years in a row. The worst quarterback play. This defense has had nothing to work with in almost all the games that we have seen the last 2 years.
No.
And they've been good enough with average quarterback play to be a playoff team. And now if Rodgers is as good as I think he can be, they're going to be in the mix to win it all. That's just how good this roster is.
No, exactly. The defense has been top 5 every year with literally nothing on offense. They're on the field more than half the game. So it's just, imagine if we get some competent quarterback play. It's just, I don't know.
I'm imagining.
We'll see this year. I can't wait to drink it out of my Jake Asman pint glass and Miller Lite in the koozie when the season starts. So it's on the way.
Yeah, Zach, I appreciate you you being a Patreon user, man. Your gear should be coming soon. We had Kyle, one of our listeners. He got his mug today. I don't know if you saw that in the Discord, but he was the first listener to actually receive merch so far. So
Oh, really?
That was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it shipped, so I'm excited to drink a couple cold ones out of it.
I look forward
So
to
no,
it, man.
thank you, Jake. Appreciate everything.
Call back more, Zach. Great call, man. Hopefully it's not a year till the next time we hear from you. Excellent call. Hit the like button. What a great call. Craig writes in, good morning, USA. Shout out to Craig in Australia. Sarah beat you in this stream already, Craig, your coworker. Ladies and gentlemen, Jose with a super chat, his free super chat for being an Asmaniac. Got the military green Jake Asman Show tank top. It looks sick. Hopefully it's here in time to rock it in Cabo. Let's go. Those aren't just any type of tank tops, though. All right? They're named after a very particular person that watches the show. Ladies and gentlemen, in honor of Charles Eugene M. Gorman, we named the tank tops after him. The Asmaniac and the logo tank top, both inspired by Charles Eugene M. Gorman. Tom writes in, Jake, can you address the Lane Train and Carly dating rumors? Tom, look, this is one of those things where I'm going to plead the fifth, but I'm hearing some of the same stuff you are. Ladies and gentlemen, J-Quest writes in, how is J-Quest not a member? Lane knows what he's doing. Supply and demand. Everyone wants Lane because he barely calls. Bobby calls every day. Look, people have asked me where Lane's been, and I said Lane is he's a brilliant mind. He picks and chooses his spots. Snowball says, where has Lane been? Lane's been getting ready for the season. When Lane calls in, he brings the house down with him. Hennessy says, Lane got me fired up. Gator writes in, Lane is smarter than all of us. He took the down months off to recharge. Now he's back, baby. For those new to the show, and I recognize we get new listeners all the time, especially now with training camp here. 1, I'd like to say welcome. 2, buckle up. 3, oh my goodness, are you in for a joyride if you're new to this show? But for those who don't know the origins of the Lane Train, I take you back to December of 2023 when this started it all.
Let's go to Lane, who's up next. Hello,
Hey,
Lane.
oh, hi.
Hello, Lane.
How is everything? Yes?
You're on the air, Lane.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Lane.
Hi. So, yeah, I'm happy about the way the Jets played today. And, you know, they moved the ball, and they did great. Look, okay. I mean, I know it was raining out. Did you see the game?
No, I didn't watch it. What happened?
Well, they won. And the other team lost.
Lane, thank you. Come on, man. That can't be a real call. Lane, call back anytime, man. The Jets won today, by the way, folks. I don't know if you guys saw the game. God. Lane, this is for you. Cheers.
And people didn't think that call was real, but it was real. And it changed everything. Also, I just made my mic a little louder. Apparently, I was a little lower. I've been having some audio issues here. Don't ask. It's been a mess. But hopefully, the show is still as good as we expect it to be. Folks, I can't wait for more Lane wins. Because when the Jets win, Lane wins, and we all win. All right, open phone lines for anyone who wants in on the conversation. Comments, questions, super chats will, in fact, cut the line. You guys have heard me say that. Channel members, hit the join button if you want to become an official Asmaniac right here on YouTube. Speaking of Asmaniacs, I have 2 announcements that I want to keep sharing. If you want to join us for our first ever training camp meetup in East Hanover, New Jersey, RSVP immediately. Spots are limited. Join me and Richie from Jets Media at Don Jose Mexican Restaurant. I read a super chat earlier from Jose. Jose, his family owns this restaurant. We're doing it at his venue. It's going to be awesome. Rex Ryan, Nick Mangold are regulars here. Food's tremendous. I promise you that. Jose's the man. And we're going to be hanging out all together. 7 p.m., August 7th. It's a Wednesday night. The Jets have a training camp practice that day in the morning. They have a joint practice open for fans the next day on the 8th. So for those of you going to camp who are in the area, come join us for a night of food, drink, and Jet fan madness. RSVP with the link in the description. Also, the first ever watch party for the Asmaniacs is Saturday, August 17th at T Squared Social. RSVP if you're going to that. That's going to be wild. The ESPN New York promo team is going to be there giving out swag. We're going to have additional giveaways of Jets merchandise, drink specials, food specials. T Squared has a golf simulator, a bowling alley, darts, pool, ping pong. And oh, yeah, there's a Jet game on, so it's going to be a blast. 6:30 it starts. Kickoffs at 7. RSVP with the links I have in the description for this video. Saturday, August 17th, first ever watch party at T Squared Social. Let's go. All right, let's see what you guys are thinking. Chino says, still tripping over the Lane call. I guess you must be new. How many people are new to the show within the last, let's say, 3 months? Probably not many, right? Because why would you start watching a Jet show in the height of the offseason? Jesus Jerry says, any Lane Train shirts coming? Yes. That'll be part of our next launch. Get ready. It's coming. If you're tuning in late, limited merch launch tonight at midnight to celebrate the entire store opening up. Bobby Midnight 2024. Someone bought a shirt during the show. Shout out to Anthony in Hawthorne, who just ordered a Bobby Midnight Limited shirt. Love that. Purple Belt Mike is new. Memorial Day was the first show I listened to. Wow. And how about that? Now Mike's one of our regulars. More calls right now. Rob, the Jet fan's up next. Hello, Rob.
Hey, Jake. I don't know how to follow that call from Lane. It's wealth of knowledge, that man.
The best.
Best.
Everyone's battling for second on the list of the top callers. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He was sorely missed. I guess he was saving it up for, we're getting close to training camp, and he knows when to recharge the batteries. So, I mean, knowledge like that is just very rare, very rare.
Yep.
And then we had also Neil on and Bobby. So, I mean, awesome as maniacs. I mean, I find that hard to follow, but I'm very happy that they're back in action. Yeah, I'm serious. I can't wait, man. I'm getting pumped up. I love what Rodgers said on that show and stuff. I mean, he's just shaking his head like we're shaking our head, Jake. I mean, like these people, like, him making 10 of the mini camps and missing 2 is a joke and a half and stuff. And you could tell he's disgusted by these idiots. It's like what you said, it's horse poop, and people will never learn. I mean, don't give this poor man respect. He's going to unfortunately have to do it the hard way this year. Well, not hard in the sense of talent, because the guy has all the talent in the world. We know that. But like when he gets out on that field, he's going to shut those idiots up. And I'm going to, like you said, Jake, we're going to drink their tears, buddy. We're going to drink their tears.
I love it. I love it. I mean, and look, at the end of the day, you said something that I think is so true, Rob. He's got all the talent to do it around him and what he still has. So the football is the easy part for Rodgers. Keep him healthy. Got to get some luck from the football gods. We understand that. But, I mean, let's go, man. I feel good about this team. We'll take our chances. No team's perfect. The Jets, I think, have a team that gives them a shot. And if you caught the Wischusen interview earlier, we're going to be hearing plenty of this year.
I formation, Carter the I-back. Rodgers under center. Drops back. Lobs one. Front left pylon. It is caught. Garrett Wilson. It's a Jet touchdown. Aaron Rodgers slips a magical throw to Garrett Wilson. And the Jets are on the board.
Oh, it's magical, baby. It is magical. Mike D's Nuts writes in, Rob is the man. Respect, big guy. We love Rob from Glenhead. He's also leading our security detail at T-Squared Social on August 17th. Tom writes in, Lane doesn't need mandatory minicamps either. Shows up day one and is great. Honestly, is Lane Train the closest thing we have on the show to Aaron Rodgers? People are asking. Carly writes in, do I have a boyfriend I don't know about? Lane Kerner. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going international for our next call. Here's a guy that we love, we respect, and we appreciate. Ladies and gentlemen, Snowball. Hello, Snowball. How's the vacation?
It's wonderful, Jake. Can you hear me?
Oh, we hear you. Yeah, you sound good.
Okay, good. I don't know how long this is going to last. I don't get a signal out here too often, so we'll see how long it lasts. Very excited about T-Squared. Very excited about Don Jose. Can I bring my bowling balls for T-Squared?
You know, I would have to ask. I don't know. No one's asked me that. I'll make a note and I'll ask them.
I want a bowl.
They do have bowling, so I'm sure you probably could.
All right. Then I'm going to bring them. How have you been?
I'm good. I'm ready for training camp. Tomorrow's a big day for this show, this channel. I think every Jet fan's fired up. I'll be there on Saturday. I can't wait.
I'm so excited that training camp starts today. For me, it starts today. So
that's
enough
right.
of the tomfoolery, enough of the craziness.
Should I open the merch store?
Back
Well,
to
you're on
football.
Patreon, so it doesn't matter. I was going to say I can open the merch store for you already because you're already technically in the next day, but it doesn't really matter because you've had access to it anyway.
I don't know if I get international charges for that, but Maybe. So, I've been trying to spread the Jets love here in Italy while I've been here. Nobody knows the Jets. Nobody knows who Aaron Rodgers is. Nobody knows the pain that we've been going through. So, but I have to tell you, and this is honest to God's truth, the pizza is better in New York.
Really?
Yeah. The pizza here is horrible. It's not good. Don't tell my family, but
Interesting. So, what is better there, food-wise? Is the pasta better, at least?
yeah, the pasta's really good. The fish is really good, but yeah, the pizza, not so good. It's really it's actually pretty soft. It's not good at all.
Wow.
New
Let me
York
ask you
pizza.
this.
New York pizza's way better. What's up?
Would you rather have pizza from Italy, where you are now, or Gary's favorite gas station pizza?
No, I'd rather have pizza here than gas station pizza. That's for sure. That is for sure.
It's good. Just wanted to know how bad are we talking?
It's not. Listen, it's okay. It's not bad. It's soupy. It's like soft in the middle. The crust is, I don't know. The dough's okay, but I don't know. New York. I'm dying to get back to New York, and I'm dying to get some New York pizza.
When do you return?
The pasta. I have another week here, so.
Wow, you've been there a long time already.
It's forever. I mean, it feels like it's been forever, honestly. And all we do is work in the house. Like, we're trying to spruce the house up. So, I don't know. We're trying. I just fixed all the doors today. I'm out on the patio today, so I don't know if you guys can see, but like, it's nighttime. But I don't know if you can see the city in the back. Like, there's a city out there in the background.
Very faintly, we can see some lights.
This roadway that's in back of me, right here, this roadway is filled with trucks in the morning. I mean, like, and they're carrying like cement and sand, and the house rumbles in the morning. So it's pretty insane, but whatever. Did you see that clip that I sent you from Italian television? The Mike D's Nuts clip?
Yes, I did see that. That was funny.
Yeah, we should put that in for the next Mike D's Nuts clip.
I'll add it to the rotation.
Okay, good. And I'm working on stuff for you, so we'll see what happens. I have some free time every once in a while, so I'm trying to do some stuff here as well.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Snowball calling us on vacation. Enjoy the rest of your vacation, Snowball. And we're on to Jets football. Snowball will be at T-Squared Social on August 17th. Will you? RSVP right now. Your chance to win Jet swag, as Maniac swag as well if you're going. Wonder what Gary thinks about that take about the pizza in Italy being worse than New York pizza. Gary, you watching? Call in. Gary. See if we can get Gary on the line. Oh, there we go. So Gary hasn't called in. His wife did, though.
We go, Gary, you need to stop yelling at all your friends about Joe Douglas and all of the Jet stuff. I mean, I am going to leave you for Bobby. Wiggle, beagle, beetle, beetle, beetle. Just let your cornrows down and just stop it already with all of the fighting. It's not worth it. I love Bobby. Wiggle, deagle, 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 deagle.
Not what I had in mind. I thought that was actually Gary's wife. I don't know what that was. Man. Last chance to get in if you want in on the conversation. Comments, questions, super chats will cut the line. All right. So the Jets did, in fact, send out their schedule for tomorrow. I only have the itinerary for tomorrow. Tuesday, July 23rd, 11 a.m., player media availability report date. Doesn't say who's speaking. My guess is they will make Rodgers available. I think Salah is obviously going to speak tomorrow. First practice is Wednesday. So Wednesday is the big one. Ladies and gentlemen, a super chat from the big fella. The New York Jets paid wide receiver Alan Lazard $522,000 for every catch he had last season. I don't know where you saw that stat, but I believe it because he was terrible. J-Quest says, Jake, how much to play Muffin Man? I actually don't have that. And I was told by Nick Shine that his channel got flagged when he played that. So I don't actually have that, J-Quest. We're going to have to edit that one. Let's see. Dano says, I want to be a teacher when I grow up. This guy travels the country more than a tumbleweed. Does Snowball travel that much? I don't remember other trips he took besides this Italian one. He's earned it. He's got to deal with kids all day. He's one of the great educators of our lifetime. You deal with kids all day, Dano, then you'll get summers off too. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm being told by a close source of mine that there is potentially a new intro that has been made for one of our great callers. A guy who's the reason why the merch store is launching tonight at midnight. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is Bob from Vermont.
Hi, everybody. This is Bob from Vermont. I am Bob, of course.
Bobby!
Who did that, Gator?
Well, you think I know how to do that?
Yes, I think you could.
I don't know how to do that.
Well, I want to give my jet take. You didn't let me even give my jet take about Aaron Rodgers.
All right, let's start over. Hold on. All right, joining us right now is one of our favorite callers. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Bobby Midnight.
Hi, everybody. This is Bob from Vermont. I am Bob, of course. So, that cowherd guy, he says that Aaron Rodgers has no IQ. Look what dumb IQ he had. He didn't think he thought Derek Jeter played with Nolan Ryan.
That's right.
Dumbass. I tell you.
You got his ass. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? He should not point fingers at people like he does all the time. He talks out of his mouth, anything comes out of his mouth is oral diarrhea anyway, so we don't care what he says.
Mm-hmm.
And like Chris Canty.
Yep.
Another one, oral diarrhea. Oh, I look so beautiful like that, right?
Your shirt was ordered today. It's on its way.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
It's the least we could do, Bob.
It looks good. Looks very good.
Thank you.
So Gator got that way back when?
Yeah, look how much younger you look here. When is this from?
That was back in when I first started. I told you.
How many years?
5 years ago.
Wow. Let's review the tape.
Hi, everybody. This is Bob from Vermont. I am Bob, of course.
I like that you told us you're Bob after you said you're Bob from Vermont, as if there was some sort of confusion on to who Bob was.
Well, that was like one of my first shows I ever did, I think.
But not your last show. Now look at you.
What my last show?
I said that was your first show, but it certainly wasn't your last show.
Oh, so I got a question. Nick Shine got what on this show because of the Muffin Man?
His channel got flagged, but he's not monetized yet. So.
Oh, poor baby. Oh, see what comes around goes around, Nick.
Bobby, I'm noticing like something on your mouth. Is that like a food stain or something? What's going on there?
No, I think it's beer.
Beer.
It's mustache.
No, but below the mustache.
I don't know where.
So like a leftover ham sandwich. What am I looking at here?
Ham sandwich. I don't see nothing. I don't know. I just think I need a shave. Man, I look like a walrus, don't I?
What'd you have for lunch today?
I had my chicken patties. Maybe it's ketchup.
I think it's got to be ketchup.
Yeah, ketchup. Ketchup.
Yeah, you might want to wipe that down.
I didn't know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a pig. I'm sorry, ladies. I didn't mean to do that, Sarah and Carly. God, I did it. I thought I did it. Okay, I'm sorry. Wipe it down. Hey, I asked you a question in the private chat. Did you get it?
Jake, can I talk to Lane, please? I never got to talk to him.
I never got to talk to him live.
Well, guess what?
What?
You still have never talked to him.
I know. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
All I do for you, I sit in the orange chair.
No, don't guilt me with the orange chair. All I do for you is get you on the field for Jets Texans.
I know. I'm giving you
that hat you're wearing. That's what I've done for you.
How's it now? Does it look better or still ketchupy?
You still got some ketchup there.
Where? What side?
Well, I think it might be both. Certainly on your left side.
Oh, left side. Okay.
Yeah. Are you going live after this? I'm guessing.
Yeah, but I know who's on after you.
Maybe
And
wipe.
like-
Maybe wipe your face before that show.
Yeah, oh, definitely will.
And that, honestly, were you making out with the orange chair? Is that where this is coming from?
No, it's
Remnants
ketchup.
of the orange?
It's ketchup. I put ketchup on my chicken patties. So it
Okay.
feels good. I like ketchup. Ketchup. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I better wash my face before the next show.
Yep.
I'm sorry, guys. I look like a pig.
Are you going to be live tonight at midnight so I could come on and promote the merch store being live on your show?
I don't know. I'll see. I
All right.
try.
If you're live at midnight, I might stop by.
I'll try.
And then are you going to call Dave Rothenberg and I tomorrow on
Oh
ESPN?
yeah, definitely. I want to talk to him, but I still like what's his name? B-Mac likes the Packers. I still like the Giants. So
Oh, Dave's a Giants fan.
I grew up. Don't say Neil says don't think about the Giants anymore. I do. So I still like my Giants. So, but the Jets are a better team than the Giants, definitely. So.
Well, Bobby, thank you for the time.
Yeah, thank you for letting me tell me the Aaron Rodgers stuff. Hi, everybody. This is Bob from Vermont. I am Bob, of course.
Thank God he explained that he is Bob. Would never have known that. Tremendous. Bobby, we need you live at midnight tonight. Folks, go fast. When the store launches, you got 24 hours to purchase this show. Or this shirt, excuse me. Can't wait. JakeAsman.com/shop. Just go to JakeAsman.com. You'll see a button that says shop and figure it out from there. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is a guy who's typically in the truck, but today it does not appear like that is the case. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerome the Packer fan is up next. Hello, Jerome.
What's going on, everybody? I don't have much to say, man. If these pundits continue to talk crap, and I just can't wait till the Jets go 14-3 and put it down all that through. But here's what I want to give you, Jake. Just like us Packer fans, I'm gonna be there in New York catching a few games with y'all this year, and I get to see Jet fans do what Packer fans normally do. This will be y'all stance for the most of the year. Y'all can get used to that. First down. That's what y'all can get used to. You should pin that, man.
Jerome, you're the man. Appreciate you.
That's what's up, man.
Jerome, check it in. I love it. First down. Let's go. Big Fella wants to know, how many Bobby shirts have sold so far? I think, not counting the one that we bought for Bobby personally, I think 6 or 7. Now, mind you, the store is not open for everyone yet. It's only open for Patreon people. But it's been impressive. It's been impressive. Carly can look it up. She's my director of merch store operations. Gator writes in, Jerome the Packer fan has a body in his truck. I don't know about that. Jermaine Johnson documentary was pretty dope. I haven't seen it yet. I look forward to watching that. There's no Yankee game tonight because they played during the day today. Thank God they won. Rodon great. Soto great. LeMahieu showed a pulse. So I'll probably watch the rest of Game of Thrones because I fell asleep watching it last night because Nick Shine had me on his show for 3 hours last night, so I'm tired. And then I'll watch the Jermaine Johnson doc. Gator says, come on, people. Them Bubby shirts need to sell the FL. I think they will. It's only been open for Patreon people since this morning. 6 Bobby shirts have been sold so far, according to Carly. Hector says, Jake, if you get 30 members, I'll show my face to Bobby. Well, folks, we have 5 of the 30 you requested. Dr. V-Man, about 10 minutes ago, I apologize for being late to this. We had some madness going on. Dr. V-Man dropped a 5 spot.
Oh, nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you hear your name called, you are officially an Asmaniac. And now we need 25 more. So Hector will show his face to Bobby. That's big. Italian Stallion, Derek Q, L.A., Gangrene, Alex Johnson. All officially channel members. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, up next on our Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline today is Zach Bounce. Hello, Zach.
Jake, have a dilemma, as it says. As I've said before on the podcast, I have a 1-15 record at the Jets Stadium. So the question is, obviously, I don't want to go. This seems like it's ramping up to be a historic season. So obviously, I'm not going to go to any game out of respect for the Jet fans, out of respect for people who want to win. The issue is, I have just been gifted box seats to the Broncos. My friend, he's a big Broncos fan, and last time we were together, I watched them. Like they won. So now it's like, do I go? Do I not go? I think I'm just not going to go. Jake, what would you do?
This is tough for me because everyone's going to say, don't go. Don't go. But I have so little respect for the Broncos. I almost want you to go and have a great time. But no, I mean, it's tough. Here's how I will answer it. Let's see where the Jets are going into that game, right?
Okay.
Let's see where they are. Because if they're 3-0 going into that game and you go and they lose, then we know it's clearly you, right?
Yeah.
If they're not 3-0 going into that game, let's say, God forbid, they're 1-2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we can take the chance of you going. You know, so I think it's going to depend on the circumstance of the magnitude of the game for you to be able to go.
To the guy who just said, go, they stink. You're not a lover of the Jets, and so I'm not going to respect what you just said. But here's what I will say. Jake, if they are 3-0, I think I'm going. I agree with you. That's what I said. Only if they're undefeated. And then if I go, I will never, and they lose, I will never go to a Jets game.
Then you know it's you, because that's the only explanation.
That's it. I will never go to a Jets game for the rest of my life. I'll put that on myself, and that's life. So
I think it's a fair deal. I mean, it's box seats.
Yeah, and he watched the clips of the show, and I mentioned he's starting to get into it. He's a Broncos fan, but once he saw that, he's like, all right, we're getting you box seats.
Did he used to be a Jet fan? Because we had a guy named Jets Forever who's now a Broncos fan.
He's from New York, and he just loves the Broncos. I've got weird friends. I wish, but no. Yeah.
Well, Zach, hopefully that helps you. Keep us posted. Obviously, we'll talk it through, and we'll hopefully come to terms on what's best for you.
Appreciate it, Jake. Buy your Bobby shirts, everybody. Have a great night.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Zach Bounce. I love it. Shout out to John King. Finally made it live. Is this the John King that's on CNN? Right? The guy with the board on election night? That John King? John King? Shout out to you, John King. Thanks for watching. What a show it's been. We'll keep it rolling right now. Because, ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is someone who already knows what's going to happen during week 1 of the Jet season. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Dre.
Hey, Dre, what do you think about Brock Purdy?
He's going to die.
Hello, Dre.
Hello, my brother Jake. Hello to the Asmaniacs. First of all, I have a solution for our boy. Zach, what you need to do is this. If something like you get sage your entire body before you go. Because win or lose, that's fine. But if something catastrophic happens, then I don't want us to have to blame Zach, and Zach's not going to be able to do well with that. I know I wouldn't. As a Jets fan, and I was responsible for them losing the season, I'm be like, nah, you know what? I don't want to tempt fate like that. So just sage, and in that way, if he goes and they win, he got to see a win, and he's sage, so he's good for the whole rest of the year. So that's how we do it.
Well, if there was ever a game for him to go, that feels like a safe one, right? Like the Jets
Oh,
should
definitely,
be better
absolutely.
than the Broncos.
Yeah, the Broncos one because
So-
they're going to be garbage. And please let Zach Wilson play. Please let Zach Wilson make the team and then play so that we can feast on him. And then we could be like, hey, look, and then Joe Douglas is going to get a lot of flack for that. And that's fine. We'll take that. You know what? Every dog has their day. But JD is still the greatest GM we've ever had. JJ, I know you're listening. And you're absolutely wrong about Salah. And you're going to find out this year. And then you're going to run out of things to complain about. But that's fine. We're okay.
I did just get word that if Zach Wilson is starting for the Jets, starting for the Broncos against the Jets in that game, you know who's performing the pregame song for the fans?
Who's that?
Gator McCluskey.
Stop.
What's up, Jake?
You're embarrassing yourself.
Oh, shit.
Stop.
Let me ask you something, ass man. What do you think of Zach Wilson?
He stinks.
Thank God he's gone. He never scores no fucking touchdown.
He stinks.
The second pick for number 2 destroyed the Jets' cause.
He stinks.
As maniacs kick so much ass, but some of them, they kill the vibe and make the show a freaking mess. So Jake reminds them.
He stinks.
When Allen calls, he speaks the hate. That cartoon douche, he trashed the Jets. Let Bobby know, cause he's the man who will remind him.
He stinks.
Another call comes from the car. Distorted voice and no Wi-Fi. That's JJ with crap-ass phone. Just cut off all the calls.
He stinks.
Is that gas station pizza? Come on, Gary.
He stinks.
Chicken don't go with pasta. Just get out of here, Jake.
The guy is terrible. Enough.
That's as good as any song I've ever heard.
Oh, absolutely. That is definitely a top 5 chart busting. That's going to put us on the map. That is the song. It's going to get a Grammy. Definitely going gold for sure.
Dre, you're the man. How we feeling? Training camp underway tomorrow. You ready?
I'm ready. I took this whole week off so I could get ready. I'll be in the city tomorrow. I'll be there for the whole week. I'm really tempted to go to make arrangements for you and Richie and to come down during that time. I just got to finagle some things. I really want to come down to that, but I've got some things coming up in the week that might prevent me from coming down. So I'm just going to hold off. I know that there's spots are limited, and I'm just going to hold off. I don't want to take a spot from somebody else.
Don't worry. You can let me know the day of. We'll make the exception for you if you can make it. Don't worry.
All right. Appreciate it. I'll definitely let you know for that. And I've been on the lookout. I'm going to go on. I haven't had a chance yet to go on the merch store, but I'm going to pop on there, use my Patreon discount. Get me a couple things real quick. I know that T-shirt just looks so sexy. That T-shirt, that tank is so sexy.
The Charles Gordon,
I gotta get it. I gotta get it. But I'm trusting that VR didn't buy all the golf shirts, and that definitely will be what I'm wearing. So that when I call into the show from the office, I'll be wearing a Asmaniac or Jet or Asman show jerseys, the polos. I'm gonna wear all that, so I'm all set.
Dre, you are the man. I can't wait to see you soon, man. It's going to be wild.
Likewise. Can't wait. Real quick, big shout out to Jerome. Jerome's my guy, man. I love Jerome. When he calls in, like I saw him call in, I was like, no, I got to call in too. Because Jerome's my guy. Can't wait to see him. What he said he was going to come to one of the events, or he was coming to the game.
He said he was going to come to, I think he said a couple actual games is what he said.
Oh, yep. They'll definitely let Jerome know. I'll be, whatever games he's going to, if I'm not going to those games, I ask where you sitting, and I'm going to buy the tickets right next to you. We're going to rock. We're going to be out there together, having a great time. But for real, shout out to our boy, the big fella. Want you to get better. You know what? Health is important. Health is wealth. We got to all stay healthy. As maniacs and our team, everybody, just pray with the football gods, keep everybody healthy. Let us all enjoy the Super Bowl run that we're about to be on. And as we say, the Asmaniac world, from our lips to God's ears, so that this happens. But praise Aaron Rodgers, because the media ain't gonna do it, so we got to do it. But it's gonna be fantastic. This season is gonna be the best season you've ever seen. Watch.
Trey, from your lips to God's ears.
Is Brock Purdy gonna run for his life on the opener? Let's go. J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. Let's go.
Yes. Let's go. Now, the Jets win week 1. That clip is forever legendary. If they lose, we never see it again. Can only go 2 ways now. That clip. Right? Can only go 2 ways. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is someone that doesn't, I don't think ever, or maybe has never actually called into the show. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is an absolute legend and someone that fans of the Bobby Midnight program know oh so well.
She's from Australia, the golden blonde beauty. Can't live without her, that girl makes me freaky. Sarah the angel is everyone's sweetie. If she dumps her husband, I'll be her next beefy. Sarah.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sarah.
How's it going?
It's going well. I can't believe you called in. I mean, usually we only see you on the Bobby Midnight program.
I know. I thought I better, give you a shot for one. How are we? Good?
I'm good. Now, I have a surprise for you.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is Sarah's coworker, Craig, also in Australia. Hello, Craig.
G'day. How are we?
Good.
You've recovered from Sydney? Are you okay?
Oh, that was so much fun.
Now, Sarah,
I'm surprised you came back, but I might be in trouble here. I might have just sent Jake a text about something. I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Now, Craig sent me a photo here, and full disclosure, I haven't seen it myself yet. I'm just uploading it now, so I'm going to put it up on the screen. And Craig insists that we have you break this photo down live on the air. So for those who missed it, you guys had some sort of work convention over the weekend. There was some sort of big party.
You could call it that.
Okay.
Yeah, we had the national sales and marketing meeting for one of the businesses we work with, and it went for 3 days. So I sent Luke and Sarah up for the 3 days. So Sarah partied every night. I just went up for the Friday night. But the Friday night, there was a photo booth, and this is when it all happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, some photos from said photo booth. Sarah, break this down for us.
Let's just say it was a good night.
Bottom left in particular. What exactly is
That's
happening?
the one. I don't know if you can zoom in on it, which I would do if I could.
Unfortunately, I can't.
That's our esteemed colleague Mario, who is I don't know how do I put this. He likes the ladies. Let's put it that way.
Oh,
and they're a fan of him too. And that's my other mate, Ashley, who I go all the way back to what would you say, elementary school with, grade 6. The one who's not biting on the butt. That's the other one.
Looks like this was an absolute blast.
Yeah. There's more. So we'll stretch this out over a couple of. We'll stretch this out over a couple of weeks just to torment Sarah a little bit more.
Now, Sarah, I have to do it because when things like this occur on the show, there's only one thing I could play.
Well, like good looking chicks in that thing. Wow.
Bobby.
Oh, yeah, baby. Things are about to get crazy here on the Jake Asman Show.
Calm your freaky down.
Sometimes we try, but that freaky just take us over.
Give him some of your loving voice.
Oh, yeah, hide them kids.
Again, leave your damn freaky down.
Too sexy.
you gotta chill, man.
It's in all fairness, I'm just posing. Mario's the one doing the
The Biden. He is. We're gonna have to tell him about this later. That he's famous in Asmania, and I haven't looked at the chat yet, but I'm sure there's a lot of freaky that needs to be calmed down at this point.
A lot of people
Oops,
want a
King
particular
Low
person
just
to
said
respond.
Bobby's throwing.
I bet they do.
Uh-oh.
Actually, we should let Mario know that he needs to watch his back from here on. we hear there's someone in an orange lawn chair on their way to Australia. Oh no!
Yeah, Mario better watch his PQs. If I come over there and make some spaghetti sauce out of him, Mario, you're in trouble. Doing that to my Sarah, you don't embarrass her like that, putting your face to her butt cheeks. That's not good. That is disgusting, Mario. He probably was like 3 sheets to the wind when he did it, so I might give him a pass for that. He might have been 3 sheets to the wind.
It was more than 3. Hey Sarah, how are we actually going
Okay,
to
5 sheets to the wind then. Okay.
Hang on, I didn't hear you, Craig.
How are you even going to explain this to Mario?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, he better have a good explanation. I tell you that much. Or he has to deal with the wrath of Bobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll be warning him, and I'll be letting the feds know to keep an eye on the border for for a guy from Vermont with an orange lawn chair.
And I'm gonna slam my chair over his head with it,
like wrestling style.
Yeah.
Actually, can we organize that?
Yeah, we could do that. Me and Mario go 1-on-1.
Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Mario does not have a hope. He's got no chance.
It's not
What's-
me who's doing the freaky.
King Lowski says your freaky is out of control, Sarah.
Yeah, but it's not her fault. It's the dumbass Mario who did
Calm
it.
your freaky down.
It was Mario who did it.
It's true. Mario's at fault, Bobby. We'll sort him out. He'll be sanctioned. I like to say it would never happen again.
Better not.
In 12 months, there'll be another one of these. There could be a reenactment. Maybe you can come for the next sales and marketing meeting, and you can
Yeah,
be
then
the one
I'll be Mario.
reenact that photo.
I want to come. This sounds like a blast.
Oh, welcome.
Let me do
And
my
I-
show live from whatever work function this thing is. My God.
Then I be Mario then.
You're going to be Mario, Bobby. Hey, now.
Hey now, calm your freaky down. Bye bye.
That's like
Yeah,
that's a Hank Kingsley level. Hey now.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah. Well, at least you guys have fun. You need to have fun once in a while.
Oh, Sarah
Well,
had
I
fun.
did call into Bobby's show drunk, so
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
she was
if
in the
anyone wants to go
hotel
back-
room.
Yeah, if anyone wants to go back and look at that, I recommend you do.
Yeah,
have
she
you
was-
seen?
She was
Actually,
pretty
no,
good that night.
I'm not sure I want to, but everyone else probably should.
She was waiting for the to go to the airport.
Is Mario on your hit list, Bobby?
Oh yes, definitely first one.
We're gonna have to warn him.
With a target.
Wow, ahead of Alan?
Oh, don't bring that name up, please.
I'm just trying to figure out who's on the hit list.
No, it's Mario.
Well, there's probably a few now.
Maybe Alan second. Yeah.
All right.
Close second.
Forget away from
Yes. What does it say?
Are you okay? Can you work today? It's early.
No, send me home.
What time is
It's
it
only
there?
8. It's only
It
8:30 in the
is
morning.
Wow.
8:30 in the morning. Yeah, hour and a half. Yeah.
Let's see what Bobby's new name. Bobby, what did you make your name? I'm trying
I
to see.
didn't make it. I did not make it. I know how to change it now, so I'm gonna.
Get away from her butt, says.
Yeah, I know who did that.
There's
That was
so many comments I could make. This is a family show.
yeah. Well,
right. Okay.
do it on my show at midnight then, if you want.
Oh, yeah. Midnight tonight. The merch store is launching. I mean, I don't know what time that is for you. I guess it's 1 o'clock in the
Well,
afternoon.
I
You told me
guess
the other
I'm
day.
going. I guess I'm going for a 5-hour show then.
Yeah, we need to get that top.
I've got
right.
I've bought my merch. It's
I
done.
guess I'm going for a 5-hour show, right, Jake?
That's right, Bobby.
Yeah, you're the one who asked for it, so you got it.
No, you don't have to, but I'm just saying if you happen to be on midnight, I'll stop in and
Yeah,
say
I
the merch store is
will.
open.
I will.
All right. What, Sarah, what if I put this on a T-shirt in the merch store? How would you feel about that?
No, you better not.
Jake, if you did that, you'd be rich. That's all I'm saying.
No.
That'd
Do you
be-
think Mario would
could
buy one?
I think everyone would buy one. I think
Is
Bobby
he
would buy
Italian?
all the stock to stop anyone else buying them. That's probably what would happen.
Is he Italian?
Mario, he's South American, I think,
Oh,
actually.
I thought it was Italian. Mario and Luigi.
Sarah, will you buy a limited edition Bobby Midnight 2024
No,
shirt?
I need to get one.
It's live at midnight for everyone, but Craig can get you on early. He can show you how
I've
to
got
do
the
that.
password. I'll give you the password. Don't worry.
Then guess what, Craig? I'm a capitalist now. I get some money for this.
That's
So,
right. Bobby gets a portion of the proceeds from the shirt.
When do I get
From that
it?
t-shirt.
Tomorrow?
No, next month. It takes a month to process everything.
Okay, well, I can wait.
Don't worry.
I
You'll have it in
can't
time.
wait.
Have it
I
in time.
pre-ordered hashtag Sarah Booty.
What?
Well, this was a tremendous first call from Sarah on the show. We accomplished a lot, I feel like.
Yeah, we did. We
It had to
have
be memorable.
three-
Thanks for that, boss man.
Yes, thank you, boss man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Thanks,
look,
boss man.
anytime. I've got a late night at work, so I better get on with it.
All right. Well, I'm going to play Sarah off the only way I know how. Ladies and gentlemen, the rousing rendition of Oh Bubby.
Hey guys, guess who's with me now?
Oh, Bubby.
It's the girl who makes my freaky roll.
Oh, Bubby.
She's the only one I let sit on my chair.
Oh, Bubby.
With her beautiful face and her long blonde hair.
Oh, Bubby. I mean, you know I'd stop by more often if you clean up this mess.
Oh, Sarah.
Is that an old ham sandwich over there, Bubby?
Yes, Sarah.
Do you think I'm prettier than 3D Gary, Bubby?
Of course, Sarah.
Because you said he's good looking with his long, sweet hair.
Oh, Sarah. I thought it was his wife.
Show's not over, but that photo's too funny to not show another time. Oh, my God. What type of company are Craig and Sarah working for? What type of work function is this? All right. I think we got our next emoji, that bottom left photo. No, I'm just kidding. Unbelievable. Shout out to Snowball, who called us from Italy, and Craig and Sarah, who called us from Australia. What a show of international colors. Amazing. Let's see. Big Bird, I see, is in the chat. Let's see. John LG says Photoshop Bobby in there. I already know what Gator's doing after this. Trevor writes in, Bobby's about to have a picture of Mario on his mirror like Elijah Moore, taking down names of receivers taken ahead of him. Hopefully this goes better for Bobby than it did for Elijah Moore. Tom says there's no HR department in Australia. I guess not. This is what I call a lawsuit in America. I don't know what they call it in Australia. I guess they just call it a night out. We're living in the wrong country, folks. Purple Belt Mike says, wish I could gift memberships. Try the desktop, Mike. That might be your best way. Fernando, only in Australia can you have a work party that way. I guess so. Sarah writes in, ha ha ha, Jakey boy. Shout out to Sarah. Craig sent me the photo, and I go, I don't know if I want to embarrass Sarah this. And Craig's like, you have to. And I'm like, all right, I have to do it. I have to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get out of here, we added one other item to the merch store ahead of the launch. So I don't have the photo ready, so I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way by just showing you guys the store, which is good to show anyway as we wind down here. I'm giving you guys a little feel for a brand new item that we added. Ladies and gentlemen, reminder, merch store is live tonight at midnight. You will not need a password to get in. If you wanted it, or if you wanted earlier and you want a discount of all the items, join my Patreon. If you plan to buy merch, you're stupid if you don't join the Patreon. And here's why. Because you're going to get a 15% discount for joining Patreon. You get a code to use in the merch store. So if you think about it, if you're going to buy merch, you're going to get a discount that's going to cover your Patreon membership. So then you get a free month of Patreon anyway. So you might as well. It's genius. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. I have entered the password to enter my own merch store. And ladies and gentlemen, the final item that was added before we launched this bad boy is the official Jake Asman Show teddy bear. Yes, this is real. Get ready, baby. The Jake Asman teddy bear is live. One size, 9.2 inch by 11.97 inch. Enjoy it, because I know I will. Don't poke the bear, says Snowball. Amen. Also, quick run through for those thinking about buying merch. You ready? Here we go. Bobby Midnight line. This shirt is only available for 24 hours starting tonight. Other items in the store to highlight here. The stickers. Comes in multiple sizes. The mugs. 3 different sizes. Shout out to Kyle Clifton. He was the first Asmaniac to get merch he ordered. He got it today in the mail. 11 ounces, 15 ounces, 20 ounces. Other items to highlight here. The Jake Asman Show classic plastic tumbler. It does not include coffee, but we will have a Jake Asman coffee line in the works. The Asmaniac coffee line. Other things I want to highlight here in drinkware. The pint glass. Let's go. All right. Hats. Let's highlight the hats quickly. Look at all the options. Every hat typically comes in a multitude of color options, like this trucker hat, which you can get in black, green, all white. Not to mention, how about, I don't know, maybe you want the Jake Asman snapback hat. Well, look at all the options. So many options, you're going to be sick of the options. There's too many options. You're not going to know what to do with all the options. The camo hat is fire. Let's call it for what it is. All silver. Pretty cool as well. Keep going here. Hoodies. This has been our biggest seller so far. You got multiple options for the hoodies in logo form. You got white and gray, but that's not all. There's more. How about the Jake Asman Show? Let's see. Asmaniac hoodie options. Which you obviously have in green. You have in black. Super easy. You select the color black or charcoal heather. That's the gray one. Or forest green. I mean, super easy to use. T-shirts as well. We got crew necks. Already showed that one. Let's show. Just go through the full sweatshirt line. Way easier. A lot of people like this green hoodie. This has been one of our biggest sellers. Also comes in, as you can see here, black, charcoal heather, or forest green. Here's your forest green. Forest green, black, charcoal heather. So you guys know the difference. It is all happening. Tanks in honor of Gorman. Asmaniac tanks. White and black. And it's by categories. So as you guys see on the merch store, you could literally get everything that you want. This we only have in white, not green, for right now. We're limited with some of the color options. Don't ask me why. That's just how it is. A full kids line as well. Hoodies for all sizes. Also, if you have a newborn, like Johnny just did, his daughter, onesies are available in the shop. This first launch, this first drop, only includes Asmaniac and Jake Asman Show merch. We're going to add fun stuff along the way, Lane Train gear, and much more. But the only quote-unquote unique shirt that's not logoed is the Midnight shirt. The Bobby Midnight shirt. Perhaps you'll see this on a t-shirt too. Shout out to Sarah. All right. Anyone else have any merch questions here? I think we covered it. Also, Carly will work on a 4% female line too, specifically for women. We'll get that taken care of at some point in the future. But this is just the beginning. Also, I want to show off one shirt that I think not enough people realize is going to be a big seller. This shirt right here, bottom right. The 3/4 Asmaniac sleep shirt here. Look at this. This is straight fire. All right, so for those of you who don't just want a typical T-shirt, you want something a little different. In black. Also, as you can see, the color options here. White/heather charcoal. That's what you see on the screen. This is white and black. This, they're calling it in the store. We have like Irish green and like Kelly. It just depends on how it's labeled, but just know Irish green or Kelly green is the traditional jet green that the Jets are going to be wearing. We have sweatpants on the list of future things to drop. We're also working on shot glasses, too. Unfortunately, in this first launch here, we couldn't get shot glasses, but we got the pint glass, as I said, and the koozies as well. I ordered a bunch of these. We got the regular ones you see on the screen, and then we have the slim ones, both for 12 ounces for different shapes of the beer can. Polos as well, a couple polo options here. I ordered the white one for myself. You can see it's Adidas line, so you know it's quality. And then we have the polo in black available as well. I believe it's listed as two separate things, though. Yep. So you go here if you want it in black. Also, shout out to Neil. I sent him a polo as a thank you for his excellent work in the Tippmann interview. If you're confused about the colors, don't blame Carly. She doesn't get to name the colors. It's just whatever the website we used provided for us. All right. All in all, let's take a scroll one last time because this store is opening up tonight at midnight for everybody. Here we go. Chugga, 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 choo, choo. Choo. All aboard, Lane. Here we go. You want to talk about gear, folks. It's not wintertime yet. I should really show off. This was my first hat I ordered. Cannot wait for this one. This one right here. Keep going. I mean, this is as good as it gets. Find me a merch store with this many items. That's why it took so long, people. Want to give you guys quality gear with as much great options as possible. And if you like Carly and want to support her, her own hat is in here as well. Carly's the one who helped build the store. Her business, Kicks by Carly, does custom shoes, sneakers, gloves, all that. You can support Carly by buying her hat. Let's go down to the bottom. Just announced today, the Teddy Bear, our final edition. This is up there for 24 hours. The Gorman tank. Oh, I actually lied. We do have it in black. So we have the Gorman tank in both logo and Asmaniac in white and black. So that's awesome. And the bucket hat is straight fire for those of you. Asmaniac bucket hat. We have it in white and we have it in black. Let's go. All right. That is the merch store tutorial for the final time because the next time you hear from me, the show, the store, I should say, not show, will be live midnight tonight. That does it for me. Reminder, get up early. Morning drive, ESPN New York, me and Dave Rothenberg, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. Let's go. So get ready for that. Excited to be on with Dave. It's going to be a blast. Anyway, we're back tomorrow for the first show. Jets report the training camp. We'll have press conference reaction from Saleh, Rodgers, whoever else speaks. Looking forward to that. If you haven't, join the Patreon if you want to get the discount on all the merch that you just saw. I appreciate everyone for their support. This has been awesome. We've already done over $5,000 in merchandise sales. The store's not even open yet to the general public. That's how incredible you guys are. So thank you, thank you, thank you, because I could not do it without this incredible community always having my back. All right, that does it for me. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your night. Jets, 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 Jets.
Shout out to all the incredible Asmaniacs who joined us for an awesome evening of eating, drinking, talking Jets, and a heck of a lot more. It was so great to see so many of you again and meet so many of you for the first time. I also would like to shout out to our guy Neil in Garden City for leading the Jet chant last night.
Is Brock Purdy going to run for his life on the opener? He's going to die. Let's go. J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets. Let's go.
Neil coming through, and that was one of the many Jet chants that occurred last night. So shout out to everyone who came out. Special thank you to Matt O'Leary, Nick Faria, and Brandon Pockrass, who all came out as well.
Jay Quest picked me up off the train, right? So I walked down the tracks. I'm looking for him. He told me he was in a red Honda. I'm looking around. and I see this animal-looking thing with a mask on with a sign saying Mr. Bonesy.
Hey, Bonesy's Uber driver. How are you?
I'm good. Listen, I had the luxury of picking up Bonesy at the Hicksville train station. What a fine gentleman he is. I picked up Bonesy at the Hicksville train station. I dropped him off with Jay Quest. You know, I spent the night in the background. They put me in the basement. That being said, the best part of the night, Jake, I have to say, is you manhandling your mother. I was right there behind you. You didn't see me. It's kind of crouching down. What a night, Jake. The food was fantastic. They had no dog food or cat food, whatever the fuck I am. But I got to say, it was great.
That's how my day started off. Then we get to the place and meeting everybody. Jake, what you do for our community, showing up with all those people, it's like we knew each other forever. I'm meeting people for the first time. It feels like we're family. I met your parents. Awesome kicking it with your dad and the real creators of this this Superman we got in front of us. Gary showed up. The food trucks had chicken and pasta on it, and it was delicious.
It was a blast. And seeing Gary walk in the fold, I mean, highlight of the night, wearing his Antonio Cromartie jersey, just unbelievable seeing Gary. And Gary, the best part about Gary is Gary had no idea that Decker even called into the show.
A lot of people there we already kicked it with, like Snowball and Neil and Rob. And Dre Day came all the way from Maryland. I mean, I missed Chef, but I saw him come at the end. He came with the gas station pizza, man. That's hilarious.
Shout out to Chef Kevin. He showed up with a box, and on Sharpie it said gas station pizza, and it truly was gas station looking pizza inside. He was going to give it to Gary, but he got there too late. Unfortunately, Gary left already. But just the power of the Asmaniacs is incredible. I'm blown away every time we get to do events like that. And I mean, that was so much fun.
Oh yeah, I like this guy. Where's his wife? Who's that guy? Neil, how you doing, Neil?
Let's go!
Hey, Snowball. Oh, you. I want to talk to you. Hey, get him back. I want to talk to him.
Genergy in the house.
Yes, Genergy.
The guy who we're here for created this man.
Who's that?
Oh, Bobby.
Hey, hi, Mike. Oh, you are awesome. Thank you for the umbrella, too.
My best offensive lineman on the squad.
Hey, Rob. How you doing?
You know what's up. What's up, Nick? Where are you, Nick? Luffy's in the house.
Luffy. Brendan Brains. How you doing?
Take it easy.
Hi, Luffy.
Somebody say Brock Bowers.
Oh, no.
We out.
Okay. Where is Matt O'Leary? I want his butt on a stick.
Hey! Oh, Bobby, what's going on, Bobby?
Is that Matt O'Leary?
Broski, where you at, bro?
Get Matt O'Leary back. Get Matt O'Leary back.
Bobby Midnight Show, everybody. Show that never ends. It just continues.